The name of the traditional headdress which is on my head is chugurma. It's entirely made from sheep wool, which well protects you in summer from hot weather, in winter from cold weather. And the soldiers of Khiva Khanate could use the chugurma in the military campaign as a pillow. That wonderful music which is playing now, the name is Lazgi, is also traditional music for the citizens of Khiva and Khorezm. Hello everyone, I am Alisher Turakulov and this is Central Asia trip with Alex. In order to get to Khiva, I bought a ticket for the night train. I paid $20. I took the night train from the southern train station in Tashkent. The train conditions were not the best, but not the worst. I had a recumbent carriage and there were 3 travelers in the compartment with me. One of them was Italian. His name was Simone and he is a doctor who works in current Afghanistan. Train traveled for 12 hours and my colleague Dadahan was waiting for me in Khiva. There was no air conditioning in my coach and it was not necessary. It was February and it was usually cool in the evening. That is why this train travels in the evening. On the way, we passed Amu Darya river and Kizilkum desert. Kizilkum, which means red sand. I checked into the Zarafshan boutique hotel with very good conditions. Zarafshan Boutique Hotel has very good conditions, good breakfast. The hotel also has wonderful terrace with beautiful view of the Ichan-Kala fortress. I checked into the Zarafshan Boutique Hotel and I started the sightseeing in the fortress Ichan-Kala and in the city Khiva. When the season is gonna start, fortress Ichan-Kala is going to be very busy and crowded with foreigners. And if you want to have wonderful pictures, the empty street pictures of the fortress Ichan-Kala, you have to wake up early at 6 o'clock a.m. and walk in the streets of fortress Ichan-Kala. And usually we guides start our sightseeing from a western gate of fortress, from Ata Darwaza, where we usually buy the tickets, entrance ticket, and start our sightseeing. When you start the sightseeing from the western gates, when you go through the western gates, in the right side, I think you will see the map of the fortress Ichan-Kala. Ichan-Kala is not frozen museum. More than 300 family lives there, and total area of Ichan-Kala is 26 hectares. 650 meters with long, 465 meters with width. Maybe I'm making for the several meters, I don't know. My knowledge about the maths and physics was so bad. When you walk through the western gates, the first building which is going to meet you is going to be the Madrasa of Muhammad Amin Khan, the biggest madrasa of Central Asia, and the blue minaret. In the local language they call it short minaret also. It's gonna be in your right side, and also you can see the map of the fortress Ichan-Kala. Madrasa of Muhammad Amin Khan was the biggest madrasa in Central Asia, not by size, but by rooms. There are 120 rooms for the students, and common rooms is like a more than 125. Nowadays the madrasa is used as a hotel, Orient Star. Madrasa has 2 floors and the walls of madrasa is very thick. Muhammad Amin Khan, one of the successful rulers of Khiva Khanate, wanted to build the highest minaret in Central Asia. And this blue minaret, which is in outside of this madrasa, also the construction started by him. And unfortunately, on the battles between Khiva Khanate and the Iranian warriors, Muhammad Amin Khan was murdered. The altitude of minaret should be more than 100 meters. And Muhammad Amin Khan said that when I rise on the top of my minaret, I want to see my eastern enemies. Eastern enemies of the Khiva Khanate was Bukhara Emirate. Next place where I am going to visit after the madrasa and minaret of Muhammad Amin Khan, I would like to see the palace. The name of the palace is Kunya Ark. You should go to the left from Blue Minaret, and on the left side you are going to see the gates of the palace. Next to the palace there is a madrasa. You know, inside of the fortress Ichan-Kala there are lots of madrasas, caravansarais, and the Ichan-Kala fortress is very famous with minarets. The biggest minaret, the highest minaret of the fortress Ichan-Kala is the minaret of Islam Khaja.
Inside the palace there is Khan's administration, Friday Mosque, coinage, and several museums. Opposite the palace there is a madrasa of Firuz Khan, which is also very rich with museum inside. I was hungry and I decided to have a lunch at the Cafe Terrassa, where there is a beautiful view of the fortress. I especially recommend you to have a dinner on the terrace of this restaurant, where you can enjoy with sunset.
I know that most of the foreigners which visit Uzbekistan, they need a coffee break. And this beautiful Cafe Terrassa, thank you very much, is very good place for doing the coffee break. And from the size of the cup, you can see that how the waiters and how the owner of this restaurant likes the foreigners. And by the way, the owner of this restaurant was a guide like me. And luckily, maybe after several years, I will open my own restaurant also. Cheers. Next place which I am going to visit, I think is gonna be very interesting for the gentlemen. That because I would like to see another palace, the palace Tash-Hauli, which means stone courtyard, which was built by another successful ruler, Allah Kuli Khan, which was the ruler of the Khiva Khanate. Allah Kuli Khan, it means the slave of Allah. In the middle of the 19th century, Allah Kuli Khan ruled with Khiva Khanate, and he wanted to build for himself a palace. And I'm going to visit the harem of the palace, where there were 50 concubines and 4 wives of Khan. Now I'm walking in the courtyard of harem. In the right side you can see the sleeping rooms or bedrooms of wives of Khan. In the left side there are sleeping rooms of concubines, and now I'm walking to the bedroom of Khan. And here you can see the entrance for the sleeping room of Khan, and the roof or the roof of the sleeping room of Khan is higher. Now I'm walking to the Friday Mosque, which is on the center of Fortress Ichan-Kala. The name of the mosque is Juma Mosque, which was built in Khiva in 8th centuries. And one of the features of this mosque is mosque consists of 240 columns. Some of the columns belongs for the 8th and 9th centuries.
I was a little bit hungry and I decided to have light lunch in the tea house Mirzabashi. I made a decision I need a very light lunch, that is why I ordered for myself green noodles.
Okay, I had a lovely lunch. I think it's time to pay. Waiter,
Yes, sir.
excuse me, can I pay by Visa card?
No, no.
That was in Uzbekistan before, but nowadays almost all of the hotels and restaurants, they accept the Master and Visa card. Waiter,
Yes, sir.
can I pay by card?
Of course.
Oh,
Yes.
thank you very much.
When I finished with my light lunch, I decided to go to the highest minaret of the fortress Ichan-Kala, the minaret of Islam Hajjah.
Sayyid Islam Hajjah, the successful advisor of the rulers of Khiva. Thanks to him, the first modern hospital was built in Khiva Khanate. Thanks to the Sayyid Islam Hajjah, the first Muslim photography appeared. And the highest minaret of the fortress Ichan-Kala was built also by him.
Last place in the fortress Ichan-Kala which I want to show you is Mausoleum of Pahlavan Mahmud. Pahlavan Mahmud was undefeated wrestler who lived in the 13th century in the fortress Ichan-Kala. He lived long life, 79 years, and his mausoleum is very respectable in the fortress Ichan-Kala. Most of the locals come to this place in order to visit his mausoleum. Many wrestlers from Central Asia ask from God the strength of Pahlavan Mahmud because he was undefeated. Inside of the mausoleum there are many burials of many rulers of Khiva Khanate. Inside of the mausoleum is very beautifully decorated with ceramic styles. Inside of the fortress Ichan-Kala, there are more than 20 or 30 places which we can visit. I just showed you the most important one. I had a free time in afternoon and I went to restaurant I1 where the manager Adil was waiting for me.
Okay, dear followers of my channel, let me introduce you my friend Adil. He is from Khiva. He is a manager of the hotels and restaurants. If you want to come to Uzbekistan by yourself, do not try to find any restaurants on booking. Go to his hotel, the name is Zarafshan, and you must have one dinner or one lunch in his restaurant I1. He is always happy, he is very modest, and he speaks in English language. It's first time. By the way, he speaks in English language also. And I have one question. Where is the best plov?
Oh, in Horizon, in
No,
Khiva,
no.
in this in this restaurant.
I think the best plov is in Tashkent.
No.
But I respect your opinion also.
No. We have the best one
Where?
in Khiva.
No, I think it's in Tashkent.
We have plov
Have you been to Tashkent?
every week.
Every week. It means you didn't taste real Tashkent plov.
No.
In order to taste it, you should
Yes,
go to
of
the
course.
Chaykhana.
Of course, you have your
Yeah.
own Tashkent plov.
Yeah, wedding
Or
plov, which is the best one.
Wedding plov is the good, very good. Taste is very good.
Okay.
And Samarkand plov is also very good. The Fargana plov is very good. Chus plov is also very good. And Bukhara's plov is also very
But
nice.
the plov in Khiva is the best one.
The best one is in Khiva.
Okay.
Because the
I partly agree with you.
yeah. Okay.
Thank you very much.
Let's see. So, if you wanna taste the real traditional Horizon meals, welcome to I1 restaurant, I1 by Zarafshan.
Next day I woke up early and I went to the summer palace. The name of the summer palace is Nurli Abay, which is like a 500 meters far from the western gate of Ichan-Kala.
The summer palace of Nurli Abay consists of the several courtyards, and inside of the courtyards there are several rooms, and rooms are nowadays is used as a museums where it's possible to see or to find very rare artifacts which can be interesting for you. And I highly recommend you to visit this place if you have 2 nights in Khiva. Usually one day we spend with our travelers, let's say like this, in the fortress Ichan-Kala. In the second day we give them free time, they have a free afternoon. In the free afternoon you can come and visit this place. You have to pay for the entrance fee. If I'm not mistaken, it's around $5 in the local currency. They also accept the master and visa cards.
I spent 2 lovely days in Khiva with my friends whom I already know. Then I had a morning train from Khiva to Bukhara, where I was going to explore for you another destination which is located in Central Asia.
If this video really helped you to explore the city Khiva, and if I could give you something new, please like it, and I hope that you will leave some comments. Thank you for your attention.